Friends reunited, enemies though for 90 minutes, perhaps more with extra time and penalties, a possibility this afternoon. Caledonian Thistle got a few cup winners surviving from that side of 4 years ago, still at the club. John Robertson, nobody has more league goals for Hearts than the Inverness boss. This 32-year-old Don Robertson in charge. This is the deepest he's gone in the Scottish Cup, his first semi-final. He has assistance behind both goals in Andy Dallas and Greg Aitken today. And it will be the Highlanders, the 2015 winners, to get us underway, shooting towards the west end of Hampden in their blue and red, Hearts in their maroon and white. They've won it 8 times in their history, most recently in 2012, winning their last 3 Scottish Cup finals in 98, 06 in that game against Hibs here, almost 7 years ago now. Billy Dodds, it's an intriguing one given the problems that Hearts have had recently, very inconsistent. Caledonian Thistle have kind of matched Ross County, certainly as far as defeats in the Championship are concerned. I think it's just one more than the Highlanders, and it was County who inflicted it on them recently. It has got plenty of intrigue about it.
It certainly has. No doubt, as the guys have touched on at start program, most of the pressure is on Hearts. Back-to-back defeats against Hibs and Rangers just adds to that pressure. But Craig Levein and his team will still feel this is a wonderful opportunity to reach a cup final. Whereas Inverness, the real togetherness, consistency, and familiarity. And if they can produce a performance that they did in the quarter-final against United, they are more than capable of producing a real shock here and there.
Very late, Aaron Doran goal on Tayside. Just as it looked as though it was going to a replay. He's having a fabulous season, and it's great to see because he's had so many injury problems in his career. 11 goals this season, 4 of them have come in the cup.
No doubt that's a key to his form. Aaron Doran just getting that consistent run of games, making sure that he's fit enough as well. He's a lad when he's out of the team. You know, he loses fitness as well, so that certainly helped him, and then you just chuck in his goals as well. He's been excellent in the last couple of months.
He, Polworth and Tremarco, all part of the squad that won the trophy under John Hughes in 2015. All involved today. Inverness taking Hearts down this afternoon's not in Craig Levein's script, not when you consider the angry reaction that Hibernian's first win at Tynecastle in 6 years provoked a week ago. Much of it directed at the Hearts manager. Long ball from John Souttar.
I think Charlie Trafford, you see there, just dropping in front of Piezu. Inverness goal. Hearts will use that ball quite a lot today.
Really good clip ball forward. Tom Walsh trying to get it into the mixer here. It's been a decent start to proceedings by the underdogs.
Yeah, once Walsh gets into a wide area from right to left, he just turns it back here, gets a little bit of a break. I think it takes a deflection with the cross into the box, it does, but John White attacks it well. Gets here before John Souttar. It's unlucky. See him there. Gets a couple of yards, gets in front of Souttar, just can't direct it on target.
Marks up the pitch for the first time. Cleared by Brad Mackay, who's a Hearts fan from Edinburgh, began his career at Tynecastle. Arnaud Joum and Haring. Looking for Piezu. The ball looked as though initially it had been played. Mulroney, former Caley Thistle man, he signed for Hearts from Inverness last summer. He's won the free kick, and this is in a very promising area.
Yeah, he's shown his pace here. It's that ball up to Piezo, that can start getting just that Rooney, just dangles a leg out. Mulroney's too quick for him. First real opportunity for Hearts in this wide area. Big theme, their set pieces this season.
Touch was Mulroney's. Ollie Lee, who, as you'll find this afternoon, is over most, if not all, the Hearts set plays. It's not one of his best. How much pressure's on him personally today?
That's huge. I mean, it would just multiply if they lose this game, because although they've been struggling of late, the Hearts fans and Craig Levein realises, you know, to get to a cup final, if you play against a championship team and you don't capitalise on that, I think the pressure would come right on Craig.
He's got broad shoulders, and I'm sure the Scotland job thickened his skin as well. It's Bobby Burns, who spent the first half of the season on loan at Livingston. Hearts without Ben Garuccio, who picked up that horrendous injury. He's not expected to play football again in 2019. The Australian. Here's Smith, who's recently back from injury himself, and that is a boost for Hearts. Claimed that came off the Hearts man last. It is Michael Smith, the Northern Ireland international. You get a good run up here. Comes Ridgers, former Jambo, in goal for Caley Thistle today. Smith. And Keena just had that nicked off. It was a big afternoon for the 19-year-old. He's deputising for Sean Clare.
Yeah, you can see he's a striker, wants to play in the park. That's releasing Michael Smith down this right-hand side. Yet another long throw in. No towels this week, though, for Michael Smith, as he had in the Edinburgh Derby last week.
Finishing Hearts having to use the likes of Keena and Burns. Both were on loan at different clubs the first half of the campaign. Hearts made an utterly magnificent start to this season. Blasted past all in front of them for a couple of months, threatening to challenge for the league title very early in the season. It kind of fell apart. It's going Inverness's way.
Yeah, Don Roberts in the centre of the pitch. Can't really see that, but he's called it. Linesman didn't. Flicks off his knee. Big Piezo. You can see he uses his hand. Not intentional though, but free kick given.
Thistle's first trip back to the National Stadium since that famous day in 2015. Hearts haven't been here since they lost the League Cup final to St Mirren a couple of years before that. Suter. Big Piezu has found Ollie Lee. Headed away, worked out pretty well. The best clearance in the world there by Sean Rooney. Launches Burns.
Yeah, doing his shift, Walsh there, showing a good bit of pace to get in front of Burns, just nips in there. Caught, clear free kick.
It's highly thought of, Bobby Burns from Antrim in Northern Ireland, Northern Irish under-21 international. Doran. He's lost his bearings slightly.
Opened up for him though, didn't it, Liam? Hearts don't handle the flight, the ball bounces, nips in front of Michael Smith. You'll see here, they miss the header. I think it's Suter going for it. Gets in front of Smith. Worth the shot. Got to keep it down, not his best effort. Encouraging sign from Inverness.
He's been at Cali Thistle for almost 8 years now, Aaron Doran. Initially he was on loan from Blackburn. Despite all those injury problems, he started the final against Falkirk. Sheer brute strength from Uche Piezu there. Lee for Smith. Haring. But the opener against Hibs last week before it all went pear-shaped for the maroon half of the capital.
Yeah, it's a slack pass from Haring. It's going the way Inverness where I wanted it to go first 11 minutes. Scrappy, want to break up, don't want to give Hearts any confidence to go on and win this game easily. Just the way John Robertson would have wanted it against his old team.
Slight breeze in the air, but the pitch looks good. Otherwise, perfect conditions. The wind. Piezu running into trouble in the shape of Jamie McCart, whose dad Chris, of course, won this with Motherwell. And that magnificent final of 1991 against Dundee United.
It's a good drive from Chalmers. One of the heroes of the quarter-final. Maybe just got a touch in the ball, Haring, but takes a bit of Chalmers as well. Settled well Inverness, really have. Hearts trying to get up to Piezu, get that support from Lee and June, get the wide men in there, Mulroney and Keena coming in the pitch. It's just not happening just yet.
John Suter was in the way of that, but he's lost out to Doran. It's a great turn by Chalmers, and he draws the foul.
Take your right, left foot. Good skill. Leave Jim for dead. Opportunity now for Inverness. Who's putting a good delivery, ask questions to that Hearts defence.
Chalmers and Polworth over the free kick. It will be Liam Polworth. Right round to the back post, and Sean Rooney appreciative of the effort at least.
Curse of the co-commentator. Just need a good delivery. Just over hit from Polworth. He knows. Decent opportunity to put a good delivery into the box. Asked the first question of Hearts, but not to be.
It's a little boost for Inverness last night as well. Dundee United beating Ayr. You assume that Cali Thistle and United are now too far behind Dundee United. Race for second division. Piezu, he's goal side momentarily. Haring. Arnaud Hume missed a couple of great chances last week. It's only half away. Mulroney's efforts blocked. Hearts of Inverness pinned back here.
That's much better from Hearts, really is. It's a good match by Doran in the first place, and then a good block by Mackay as well, but Inverness hanging on. Yet another throw-in for Hearts, but better play from Hearts.
Smith again. Smith. It's going to break for Haring. Arnaud Hume. Smith. Better from the Premiership team. Lee back out to Smith. It's a decent ball in as well for Berra, just behind them. Berra again. Ooh, it's over. Berra didn't get too much behind it. McCart puts it over for the corner.
Yeah, it's a fair bit of pressure from his men. It's a good ball in. Berra just gets up above Rooney. Rooney does enough. When it works back to Berra, it's McCart that's in there. Taking no chances, could have gone anywhere. Luckily for Tammy McCart over the crossbar.
First real period of intense pressure in the game from the favourites. Smith encouraged to shoot. Fans, it has to be said. He goes again.
Two long-range efforts have worked the corner, there's no doubt. June going short, and then Smith, the late runner, but he's having to hit his strike from 20 yards. Just drags it, and then his second attempt is very similar. See when he drives in here, never getting a hold of that. Asking too much of Michael Smith.
Yeah, I remember watching Lee Griffiths score an unbelievable goal from that kind of distance for Hibs here in a Scottish Cup semi against Falkirk it was. Michael Smith's primary reason for being on the pitch is defending. Gets there first ahead of Trafford. Hearts look like they've settled just the last 5 minutes or so.
Exactly. 10 minutes it was scrappy, it suited Inverness. Last 5 minutes or so, Hearts applying a bit of pressure. Still not working, Mark Ridgers, but much better from them.
Tolworth, Chalmers. Walsh didn't really gamble.
Oh, you're right, he pulled out the run. When it's worked wide and it's played in from Chalmers, you know he's got a good delivery. Just carry on your run. I don't know why.
Does he think he's offside?
Pulls out.
Does he think
Maybe,
he's off?
but I think you've just, as you said, you used the word gamble. That's what he's got to do there. He might be offside, doesn't matter. Still got to forward momentum.
That's a good turn by him though, Tom Walsh. Worked out some space, and Shooter gets a massive touch on that.
You're right. Or White scoring, as simple as that.
There goes Hume. John Robertson will want to get the Hearts crowd angry. So many years he wanted to make them happy. Today, the longer it goes at 0-0, the more he'll feel the Hearts supporters will get on top of their team.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll have been mentioned in the Inverness dressing room. Keep it close, keep it level. See if we can get a goal up. They will turn on Craig Levein. in this Hearts team, the Hearts fans.
It's good defending there by McCart. And then down by Tremarco, who was sent off in that Scottish Cup final against Falkirk. Who believe would he have been that day? Especially when John Hughes was his manager.
Yep, James Vincent pulled him out a hole.
Didn't he just? Tremarco's daughter Mirabelle is the Cali Thistle mascot today. Big afternoon for the Tremarco family, as it is for everyone out there, of course. Scottish Cup semi-final, it's high stakes. Here's Mulroney.
What a pass from Sutherland.
Richards heaves a sigh of relief. For how long though? Hume to Lee. Back to Hume. This is Jake Mulroney hitting the byline. Here the Hearts fans trying to rouse their side.
Yeah, near that pass, solid 50 yards, right to left from Suter. And then Mulroney, quick feet. Ridgers, not sure if his defender's dealing with it. They're talking about top defending because White is scoring, simple as that. It's good from Walsh in the wide area, giving him a bit of stick, but John Suter, right place, right time.
Many Hearts fans feel John Suter should be a regular starter for this country.
Too direct, too quickly from Jim. And Nick Hazel, nothing wrong with it. You know his desire, his attitude, willingness to work, but that's where the Hearts fans get kind of upset at times. Jim could play a bit of football, make an easy pass, direct, and
yeah, I mean they've got some cracking footballers in the team. This Hearts side, it's not a question of just pumping it up to Ikpeazu.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But, you know, can you balance it and when it's on to play, go and play? I think Hearts fans feel it's maybe just too direct at times. But sometimes it wins football games.
A wonderful start to the season by Hearts was ruined amidst a backdrop of injuries. Like Stephen Naismith, who's out again. Just now he is here today. Craig Levine wanted him to be part of the matchday squad. Where he can't play, obviously. They lost Berag, Piezo, Suter, to name 4. It's Keena. From Mulroney.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Rooney switches off in that right back area, caught sleeping. Can we do with him today, couldn't he? It's a real miss for Hearts when he doesn't play.
He's still their top scorer. Piezo. They dig it out. Look at Smith. He's delayed it. It's split seconds we're talking here, but Michael Smith was in great space to the right.
It's better though, into Piezo's feet, and you can see him there strong, holds off, gets his strike away. It's that support we're talking about from Lee. It's a nice little ball, but Tremarco does ever so well. Good defending. Everybody in the 6-yard box.
It's low from Lee. Berra on the left wing. It's done about as well as he would have hoped.
Yeah, nosebleed territory for Christophe Berra. Finds himself out in this left wing, but he's positive to get his team the corner.
swinger. And it is Berra again. That's a difficult one for him, though.
It's behind him, isn't it? I think it's Brad Mackay. It matches him pretty well. Doing well to get tight to him. Sorry, Liam.
Yeah, this is from the previous corner. A little tug on the shirt there. It's Trafford.
Yeah, there was. You could see the shirt coming out the way, but Jim not enough to put him down.
Wanting a slightly better delivery than that. It did almost arrive in the head of Ollie Lee.
I thought he did really well to dig it out. He had a lot to do from nearly a couple of yards for the corner flag. Jake Mulroney.
Piezu to Lee. Played by Chalmers. It's Keena. It's another Hearts corner.
A striker's instinct once it's played forward. Straight away by Suter. He knows he's, 19 yards out. His first touch is good. It's worth the hit. Locked away for the corner.
Just a second start for Hearts, Aidan Keena. Young Irishman. From Ollie Lee again. By Trafford. Lee once more. It's another corner.
Got to credit Joe Chalmers for stopping the crossing as much as possible at source. They know they've got to get tight. They know when they get it in the box, Hearts have got plenty of height. So Inverness doing their utmost to stop those crosses.
To take again. I'm sure his dad's an interested spectator. Former Newcastle midfielder Rod. In comes the corner. Skips away to June. It's another phase of Hearts pressure that Inverness have managed to weather. As ever with this season's Scottish Cup, you can get involved yourself at home with the player rater, bbc.co.uk/Sport Scotland. You get coverage there and on BBC Radio Scotland with Sport Sound of this afternoon's action. Championship matches, I'm sure Caley Thistle fans will be interested. Some of those looking good for a playoff place, Inverness, has to be said. For him. Piezu, it's broken favourably for the big Heart striker. He went himself, it's a comfortable save for Richards.
He's got to lay it for Lee. Once it breaks here into the wide area, shows great willingness again. Once he turns here, just lay Lee, you can see him, arms out. But he's greedy on that occasion. Piezu, usually unselfish. Another chance gone. It's the first time they've really worked. Matt Ridgers, although they've had a couple of spells of pressure, but I don't know if that's working to the extreme, but it's the one thing you would say, although Hearts have had a couple of spells of pressure, Matt Ridgers hasn't had a real save to make.
Uchi Piesu seeing a lot of the ball.
And it tells you a bit about Inverness where they can't really get pulled within the game. And that's easy creative force in there, but
Which leaves White on his own, really, doesn't it?
They're sticking in there, don't get me wrong, it's what they have to do, but they'd like to get a bit of the ball as well, get into Toa, see if he can create, but not been in the game so far.
Hearts enjoying 60+% possession. Really testing Mark Ridgers. Kina to Lee. Nick Piesu. Might be struggling to engage the forward players, but the Inverness players at the back are well and truly engaged in this game.
Double team there, wasn't it? The cap doing well, showing body strength from Marco, doing the cleaning up job.
He's not giving up on that. Oh, he's got the free kick too. Well, Rooney protests, but fair play to Jake Mulroney, because that did not look like he was still going to be alive when he got seen.
I don't know what Rooney's thinking about. He kind of decelerates. It's a little nick, brings him down, yeah. Give Mulroney credit, he's chased a lost cause, but Rooney's there, he's just deal with it quick, put it out, turn, hit it off Mulroney, do anything, but don't decelerate, because you know Mulroney's got pace and going to cause you problems. Don't know what he was thinking about there, Sean Rooney.
Half an hour into the first of the William Hill Scottish Cup semis. Goalless. That's a free kick as good as a corner. Ref's happy. Lee takes. Ridgers catches.
He's had a couple of tour ones, Lee, from out there. One low, clear the way to the front post. One central, with height, easy for Ridgers to come and take. Expecting better delivery from Ollie Lee, Craig Levine.
Smith's clearance comes back off Trafford. This is Tremarco. Chalmers. Doran. 3 in maroon around him at one point there. Polworth. Ransacked by Arno June. Piesu. And he goes.
Just brute strength. Incredible.
Mulroney. Wasn't a good touch. Better touch, he might have been in.
A better touch of Keane giving him the shout in behind to let it go, because it's a hard one, it's coming at pace. Let it pace it.
Inverness battling for every ball as well.
It's a fair old scrap, isn't it?
That's the word, scrap.
You'd expect it from Inverness, try to break it up, have their moments in the game. They know Hearts are going to have plenty of possession. It's up to them to find a way, find that bit of quality that goes through this Inverness defence in midfield.
Feeding Trafford. for Mackay. You see Calais Thistle putting bodies in the line. Tremarco's going to need some treatment here.
Yeah, he's feeling it. He's brave. I don't know if it's the Hearts player falling into him after that, make the contact. It's giving him a sore one.
Ridgers has been, for the last 5 minutes or so, asking for a change of footwear, which the stoppage is allowing that to happen. So Kipiezu offers Hearts.
Yeah, it's that real brute force drive from Kipiezu. He brings that to him sometimes. He's got the quality as well, but on that occasion it lets him down.
Carl Tremarco will not want to give this up. For so long he was Graham Shinney's deputy in Inverness. Started the final at left back for Inverness because Graham Shinney had to move to right back.
Face as if he's not happy.
Yeah.
He's a hard old scouser. They're definitely feeling it.
The twilight of his career now. Hoping to emulate what Shinney did and lift the trophy as skipper of Calais Thistle. 25 years it's been. The club celebrating that anniversary this year. Barry Wilson, who's part of the Calais Thistle staff, still got that little burst of pace there. I notice he goes to try and...
What burst of pace? He never pays to lose. It's a bit like myself. Sharp, Barry. Not quick.
Played in the wing. You need pace in the wing, don't you?
Don't shift it a yard, put it in. Was good at that.
This is Walsh. Off Suter, corner.
Yeah, it was a long throw from the injured Tremarco. Walsh took it in well. See it there. Good strength. Shuffle of the feet. Really good from Tom Walsh.
Slamal will get something on it.
He was scrambling to go back post and then had to readjust because he realises it's a front to central delivery. Does enough.
There's another former Hearts player, Kevin McHattie, on the Inverness bench who was doing a warm-up. He's just taking his seat in the technical area. Marco looks okay from where we are. Kipiezu. Bye-bye, Rooney. Still he goes. Led by Mackay. Tried to reverse it to Haring. Wasn't on the same wavelength till it was too late.
It's incredible again, though. That sheer determination, brutality at times. Past Rooney, I don't know if he catches him in the cheek or the face yet. Slap to the face, gets Rooney out of the equation. But it's just that quality at times when you want it. Lets him down, and just at the end again. Can't say the effort's not there though.
Kino went down off the ball there, he's back on his feet now. Yeah, Craig Levein likes that kind of focal point in his team. His Hearts side with Mar De Vries, Dundee United, John Daly. This current Hearts side, Ikpeazu. This is Lee. Cut out by McCarr. Here's Polworth. Walsh. White's in a good bit of space, but he didn't look round.
Well, bang on. It just opened up. White was down that left channel, free.
Donnan pops up in the middle. For Jordan White. Walsh. Free kick, foul on Berra.
Once it's floated in, that diagonal again, when it's knocked down, Walsh does the right thing. Gets himself into position, just a little nudge and Berra. But unlucky, Tom Walsh.
Just gone out. Last time Hearts lost a Scottish Cup semi was in 2005. Lost 2-1 to Celtic. Sutton and Bellamy scoring. Chisnowski's got the Hearts goal. On the two they've played since then. That's a great ball if he keeps it in play, yeah.
Great ball, but an even better touch from Smith.
Marco nicked in ahead of June. Looks as though he's okay, he's taking another blow there, bounces straight back to his feet.
Tenacious of Marco, getting tight with Ollie Lee. And Nick there before June, sticking in, especially in that defensive third of Inverness. In the main, handled Ikpeazu well, although he's come out top in the physical battle on occasions. Game plan's going to a tee for John Robertson.
Final 5 minutes of the first half of the first semi. Aberdeen Celtic to come tomorrow, live on BBC Radio Scotland with Sportsound. Highlights tomorrow evening, 7:15 on the BBC Scotland channel. End of this one. Well, there's not too much in the way of opportunities in this one so far. Has to be a winner today, though. Extra time and penalties if required. Here's Polworth. Something Hearts love to be aware of is that there are a handful of players in this Inverness team that is capable of the spectacular and conjuring something out of nothing.
You're right. Certainly Polworth can strike them from long range, although he's not been in the match as much as Inverness would have liked. Tom Walsh, capable. Doran, we've seen him score a goal against United. And Ross County with a strike.
Ikpeazu was told to get back to his feet by Don Robertson. Brad Mackay's challenge.
Strength again, and the head's down, and he's at Mackay. No, he can't do anything about that. He's trying to get out of the way, Mackay. Ikpeazu on the way down early. Don Robertson bang on.
Trafford to Polworth. Just to antagonise the Hearts fans even more. Bobby Burns and Jake Mulroney involved there. It is a free kick to Caley Thistle up the other end.
Fans frustrated after not getting that one. You clearly see Mulroney and Bobby Burns having a piece of Polworth.
Coach Hammer sizing up the Hearts box here as we inch ever closer to the break. He's come off Smith with a little nervous look round over his shoulder, wondering where that was going. It is a corner.
Yeah, a couple of minutes before half-time, skiffs off your head. You can understand why Michael Smith has a quick look, realises no danger to Slamal.
Ian Polworth would take his dad Ian, former Inverness player.
You can see Berra standing central, got to miss that area.
It comes, and it is Berra. Telling Piesu to come out to Mark Polworth. Out comes Slamal, and he holds on. The big Hearts check goalkeeper's long ball, which is nodded back by Trafford to his keeper.
Did well, Slamal, under pressure from, I think, from White and McCart. Took it the second attempt. Come through bodies as well, the big guy.
The sun shining down, it's deceptive though, it's a very cold afternoon. Glasgow's south side. This is Rooney. Turn away from Mulroney, takes the pressure off. There's all elite. Piesu. Kina is away to his left.
There's a chance of him taking a better touch. Piesu, one-on-one with Mackay, maybe could have got at him, but really poor.
It's going to be 2 minutes added on at the end here in this first half, primarily for the Carl Tremarco injury. From Smith. Rangers that one.
It's another effort on target, but so easy for Rangers. 2 easy saves in this first half is all that he's had to handle. Suit John Robertson and his Inverness team just fine.
These two met in the League Cup group stage. Right at the start of the season, Hearts won 5-0 at Tynecastle. Inverness have taken a while to settle into their season, but they've got a huge opportunity just today, but for promotion as well, as Rangers is forced to scamper from post.
Yeah, it's really good positioning from him. He was 16 yards when the pass was made from his goal line. That lets him clear it easily.
First time they've met at this stage of the Scottish Cup, but there have been 2 League Cup semi-finals between them, both decided on penalties. The winners of those semis went on to lose the finals. Hearts to St Mirren, Cali Thistle to Aberdeen. These 2 games played at Easter Road. Dramatic. This hasn't really caught fire yet. By Haring. That is the final act of the first half. Some boos ringing out from a couple of the sections of Hampden at the end of an opening 45 minutes. It hasn't produced anything to suggest that one of these teams is going to run away with this semi-final. Chances few and far between. John Souttar, you see walking off there, has in a good game, a couple of important interventions, particularly from that cross ball, which almost found Jordan White. Mulroney's looked lively on the left-hand side, but as you can see, Messrs Robertson, Wilson and Kelly are all discussing an opening 45 minutes that you would think has gone to plan for John Robertson's Highlanders against his old club. Half-time at the National Stadium. Will we need another half an hour? Will we need penalties? Just the second time these two clubs have met in the Scottish Cup. Inverness won the only other meeting in what was the first ever clash between the two in January 02. It was a 3-1 win at Tynecastle. Goals from Tokley, Wyness and Bagan. Gary Wales got the Hearts goal. Don Robertson, the referee, gets the second half underway. Hearts shooting west, Cali Thistle east. In the second 45, no changes for either team at the interval. Final Saturday the 25th of May will be the 134th Scottish Cup final. It's Ollie Lee! Oh, we saw him score a wondrous goal at Easter Road at the end of December. Ridgers to tip this over, Billy Dodds.
Well, some strike, isn't it, from Ollie Lee at the start of this second half. You're all at 40 yards. Remind me Stephen Dobie's strike for Queen of the South against Aberdeen in the earlier rounds. What a touch that is from Ridgers as well.
Lee takes the corner, he won himself. Ridgers holds on for dear life. Well, I was talking about Cali Thistle having players who can conjure up a moment of brilliance in that first half. Ollie Lee can certainly do that. And one of the goals of this season's tournament, and that found the top left corner. We've seen plenty contenders in this season's competition. That might just fire up Hearts. Keenow's going to have a go this time. In the second half, 90 seconds old, and already Hearts have had a couple of pops.
Yeah, it's encouraging, isn't it? Just shows you sometimes something from nothing. All of these strike earlier, just a brilliant touch from Ridgers, but that occasion, Keena's strike, Ridgers just drops to his left. So Hearts doing exactly what Craig Levein would have wanted at the start of the second half, working the goalkeeper on a couple of occasions.
confirmation of the lineups at the bottom of your screen. No changes at the interval, as I say. Hearts have kind of got a funny relationship with the Scottish Cup. They either seem to win it or they don't progress too deeply in the tournament. Certainly progressed deeply this season. A losing record at the semi-final stage, but a winning record in the final when they've got there. Won 8 and lost 6. Winning their last 3. Piezu, now Smith. Ollie Lee. Yet another Hearts corner. They've started with some serious intent in the second half.
Yeah, not as direct. Better runs, better passes. Smith getting down the right-hand side. Lovely little slip ball to Ollie Lee. It's a good run from him. All he can do is get this corner. At the edge of the box again, all in that 6-yard box, Liam.
It's congested. Mulroney's peeled out of it though. Here he is. Jake Mulroney! Piezu! Uchi Piezu! Puts Hearts a step closer to the final!
It's a perfect start to this second half for Craig Levein and his men. Talked about passing and working the corner, they certainly do. We talked about them all in that 6-yard box. I think you'll see it's Mulroney, it breaks from the 6-yard box, picks it up. There it is, and then he shows the pace to get away from Chalmers. Lovely little drop on his shoulder, smashes it across, it drops to Piezu. He's too strong for Rooney, just muscles him out of the way. He wants it more and just crashes it right into the roof of the net.
It's a massive goal in Hearts season, make no mistake about that. Piezu with his 6th goal of the season. It is timely as well, because the longer this went at nothing each, the more frustration that would spill down from those Hearts sections. But they have started the second half so well. And here is the goal scorer. He's going to get the free kick. The yellow has been flashed in Sean Rooney's face too.
Showing a little bit of frustration there to the goal scorer. Not much in it. I don't think that's a yellow, I've got to be honest. I think he's really unlucky. Anyway, he picks up the yellow, Rooney. It's a perfect pick-me-up for Hearts. You can see, we said the couple of efforts they had goal. It's given them that momentum. Then they worked the corner kick. They've been, you know, too direct at times today, but they worked that corner kick really well and got the goal.
Ollie Lee with the free kick then. Could have gone anywhere. It's a goal kick.
Berra wants a corner. Is that Don Robertson? Don Robertson wasn't sure. You can see the hands up. Not sure, but makes a run. Looks if it cannons off. I think it's White in there. Brilliant from Mulroney. They work the goal. They're talking about too much in the air, but they work it to the edge. Brilliant from Mulroney. Drives it across, drops to Piezu, and we said, get out of the way, Rooney. I'm wanting this. Just slams it high into the net. Perfect start to the half for Hearts.
He was a fitness doubt, Nick Piezu, for this one. Sean Clare on the bench for Hearts, didn't make the starting 11 because of a hip injury. Jake Mulroney's begun to get into the groove as a Hearts player as well after his 2 years and today's opponents. backing up the goal from Piezu.
I think he needed the demands of a big club, sorry, you know, no disrespect to Inverness, he's there and just a bit part, plays now and again, looks the part and then suddenly drops out the team, whereas Hearts, the demands of the club, the demands of the fans, the manager, and I think John Robertson probably realised that, told Craig Levein all about him. He's got some talent, the lad, he's shown it now, he's shown a consistency.
His manager thinks he should have got a free kick there. His old teammate Charlie Trafford helping him to his feet.
He's direct, isn't he? Nothing in that, just the stamp after that. Charlie Trafford's left boot caught him right in the shoulder. No free kick though, correctly. But a sore one for Mulroney.
It's Burns. Huff and puff about Hearts' performance in the first half, but they've come out with a real zest in the second 45, and this is a very different proposition for John Robertson's team now all of a sudden, Billy.
It is. Need to take more of a risk, try to create within the game, not had too much in the game so far, battled away pretty well, but it's all about Hearts this second half in terms of relieving the pressure from themselves, because if they've gone on in this second half and not get the goal to put them in front, the Hearts fans would have applied more pressure on them, and the players were starting to look as if they were feeling it at the end of that first half.
Just talking about some of the possible goals of the tournament this season. I think Piezu one's not going to be winning it, but it's of huge importance to Hearts. It's gone Jimmy McCart's way. The Hearts fans aren't happy because Jimmy McCart rolled a couple of times before the whistle went. Bounces straight up. Good season, Jamie McCart. Thistle, the king of the draws in the championship this season. They went 13 games without defeat earlier this season, Inverness. 10 of them were draws, including 7 in a row.
Bit happier now, Hearts fans. Start to give their team a bit of stick at the end of that first half, but everything rosy in the garden now.
Many booed their team off the pitch. Hearts players responding. Their 15th Scottish Cup final. They're favourites to do so before a ball was kicked. Big favourites now.
Wouldn't write this Inverness team off just yet. Certainly got a bit of spirit about them. They take one of those draws right now.
Here's an example. Defending initially by Sultan, but Cali Thistle get a free kick for the foul by Hume on Tolworth, right on the edge of the box.
Yeah, sure once White broke free and the tackle come in, sure Jim's had a little tug at Tolworth. Good tackle from Sutton, you'll see here, just that little spin. Gives Inverness the opportunity. 19, 20 yards out.
Fancies it.
Chalmers scored that wonder dig against Dundee United It's his side. Slightly right of central. Favouring that left foot of his.
That goal against Dundee United, which was a cracker, is the only one he's scored all season. Can he do it on the biggest stage of all? Almost in! Slamal gets a crucial touch onto the woodwork.
Well, it's a great effort and a brilliant save. It's as simple as that, because he catches this brilliantly, exactly where he would want it, Joe Chalmers. And Slamal somehow gets a touch to get onto the crossbar.
Caley Thistle are going to make a change. Kevin McHatty's coming on.
I think Tremarco is struggling.
Well, this is the Slamal save. Chalmers' free kick, which looked like it had levelled this semi-final.
Well, when you execute a strike, catch it like that, I mean, what a touch that is. A double-handed save with the finest of flicks from Slamal. That is outstanding goalkeeping, you have to say.
Just like his last visit to Hampden. Well, Tremarco's afternoon ends early. Sent off in the final against Falkirk in 2015. An injury, you suspect, the one he picked up in the first half. He has succumbed to that and will be replaced by Kevin McHatty, who's another, like Brad Mackay, like Mark Ridgers, in the Inverness lineup, who was at Hearts. When he comes.
Yeah, he's devastated, Tremarco. Not the happiest hunting ground for him, but gives the ex-Hearts man, as you say, Liam, an opportunity. You see it in his face, gives everything for his club.
Yeah, he's got it. Maybe in other games out, Inverness have very important league matches to follow this, no matter what the outcome is. From behind 9 times this season, Caley Thistle, in the league. It's been a long road for them. They've needed replays to get past Edinburgh City and Ross County. Scottish Cup journey. The Highlanders have half an hour left to try and save their skins. Haring to June. Pulling out of that, hasn't he? And then he wrestles forward to the ground. The referee's going to his pocket this time.
It's cynical. I think he had to do that to Polworth. He's robbed and then he's after Polworth. Good pressure from Inverness. See the pressure being applied there. Trafford, Polworth. And then takes one for the team. Really, he's onto that back foot. He's not done enough of that today at Polworth. They would like him and Shelley Kerr and the boys were saying at half-time, get Doran in the game a little bit more as well.
Same two involved in the foul. Same man takes the free kick. It's further back than he would like it, having hit the bar a couple of minutes ago. It's Tom Walsh. That'll be a Inverness corner.
It's been a good response from Inverness. Said we wouldn't write them off just yet, and then Joe Chalmers so unlucky to hit the crossbar. Walsh being direct, get a corner. Not done just yet for Hearts.
Far from it. Still a third of this semi-final to play.
Come on!
Got to miss Berra's area. Said it with the previous corner. Central of that 6-yard box. And on cue.
In one area that was want to play it to, there's an offside flag has gone up against McCart, who's absolutely devastated having finished like that.
Well, it's brilliant from him, but I think We'll see he's just maybe half a yard offside. It was tight, but it looks as if he's coming back to get the ball. See, they're just on, playing the right hand side, playing him offside. But tell you what a turning hit that is. Not bad for a centre half.
Some finish.
All that effort, all that creativity to turn round and see that yellow flag.
Oh, he's got it. Stephen McLean being readied. I think Piesu's got 90 minutes in him. More doubts about his participation. Full stop today. Losing the ball, it's Trafford. I think there's going to be a little advantage. Inverness obviously happy to take their chances with the free kick here.
Yeah, ball was moving, then Robertson pulled it back. I wonder if Steve McLean will go to a side or maybe drop one of the midfielders back, play him a two, sit him in front of the back four. Play Stevie McLean off the Piesu. Interesting to see.
Chalmers free kick. Piesu in the road of that, and then slow one on the knee there. Tom Walsh has gone down. McCart's reverse. It's not a head knock, so Hart's entitled to play on unless the referee decides otherwise, which he has done now.
Well, I don't think Piesu means to put that out, so if I was an Inverness player, I'd be keeping the throw in. But it's a sore one for Tom Walsh, because I think it's Piesu that catches him. It is, even if it's not the studs, just the momentum of him hitting into his knee, you can see there. That brute strength. He's going right through Tom Walsh.
It's Aidan Keena who's coming off. Difficult to judge him today because he hasn't seen much of it. Put himself about in the first half. But it is Scottish Cup winner Stephen McLean who comes on. When it was St Johnstone, scored the second goal that sealed the cup for St Johnstone. At Celtic Park. Well, they've gone through some scrapes this season. He's normally got something to say, John Robertson, and there's no exception, but contrary to what Billy Dodds would have done there, Caley Thistle give it back to Hearts.
I don't know, I don't think the Inverness players realised that Piesu, he wanted to go on a run and just knocked it up the channel, just screwed out of play. Certainly I've been keeping that, throwing it back to my goalkeeper. The next player's honest, probably didn't realise.
It is McLean. Mulroney's tenacity wins the corner.
I had time with it today, Rooney. Not dealing and just doing the basic defending at times. It's a hard job, but Mulroney's been at it. Inverness keep short at this Hearts corner.
They've done that all game, haven't they? Ollie Lee's latest corner. Oh, it's not quite next turn! John Suter meets it in the back post! And surely he sends Hearts through to the Scottish Cup final with what is his first goal of the season. What a time to get it!
Yep, two corners, looks as if they've won the day for Hearts. I'm sure it's flicked on at the front post area by an Inverness defender. Might have been Rooney after just talking about him, but as they always do, they've got a threat with that height. Suter gambling at that back post. See the delivery here. That's Trafford that flicks it on. but he's on the gamble shooter. He's lost White. He's got there and again. It's high into the net for Hearts. Should all but see them through to the final.
It's a long way back now for Inverness. Hearts so close. So close now. John Suter in a fabulous first half. And a couple of really important blocks to keep Caley Thistle out. It's his first goal in more than a year. Scored in a 3-0 win over Partick Thistle last season in the league. This one means a heck of a lot more. Here's Polworth. With a quarter of the semi-final left. It's not incomprehensible that Caley Thistle can come back into this now, but the Premiership team with a 2-goal advantage has made this an almighty task for the second-tier club. Burns scooping away. Trafford to Chalmers. It's come off Slamal again. That's 2 opportunities he's had in this second half.
He's wondering what he has to do. He's going, he can't strike it any better, same as his free kick. What an effort. It's always going wide, but Slamal has to deal with it. He doesn't know that. Power, pace. Keeper always there though.
By Berra. Well, if it comes to pass, Sean Clear gets ready to come on. He's not fit enough to start the game. If it comes to pass, the Hearts go on to finish below Hibs in the league. I'd imagine the Hearts fans would forgive Craig Levein if he goes on to lift the Scottish Cup, which it appears we're going to have a shot at. Whoever they play in the final, they've already beaten them this season.
I did say that last week, you know, where they get judged shows you the demands of the club. Could end up with a top 6 finish, maybe even higher, 5th, 4th, maybe, in a Scottish Cup final, maybe even winning the cup, and you're getting a bit of stick. Doesn't matter about your style if you're getting results. Hearts fans giving a bit of stick because they weren't getting those results with being direct. Today they have, and played a bit of football as well. This second half especially.
Second half they've been by far the better team, albeit Caley Thistle have had a couple of chances through Joe Chalmers hitting the bar after Slamal tipping the Joe Chalmers free kick. Just saw just a moment ago Hearts keeper putting a Chalmers long ranger past.
Since that sub's come on as well, Ollie Lee's gone to the right-hand side. Steve McLean is just playing off it. Well, he's up front. I think Beasley would drop off the game and Inverness have the ball.
Here's Harry. Mulroney won the corner that led to the second. He's popped that one across. It's Piezu.
It's Mulroney again, isn't it? It's causing all sorts of problems. Rooney doesn't want to get tight with. He knows he's quick. He can also drop the shoulder. That's a great area. Just needed a finer touch from it. Piezu. McLean in there also. Sean Clear's his left foot.
Sean Clear's going to replace Mulroney. He's had a great game, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's been Hearts' top man so far, I really do. Piezu's battled away. Got the first goal, but he was a real threat, wasn't he? But I thought maybe Ollie Lee would have come off, but not to be. He's just that defensive shift, keeping nice and tight. 2 goals up, getting clear on this left-hand side.
Here's Chalmers. By Smith. Craig Levein's got high hopes for Sean Clare, who got the winner against Livingston. Round 4. Only goal of the game, and here he is. Lee himself tested the goalkeeper early in the second half. That really was a tone setter.
Good play from Hearts. Real confidence about them now. Ollie Lee, pass in, laid wide for Smith. Locked away yet again. Lost 2 goals from corners, Inverness. Got to be at it for this one.
Chalmers got his head to that one. Here comes Suter. Great ball. What a pass. What a pass of the season, is it not?
Oh, good touch. Saved the shot, we'll call it.
Oh, fair play, John Suter. When you're having one of those good afternoons, that kind of thing.
Well, he sprayed a couple of diagonals today, but that's certainly not one of them. Unintentional.
We're talking about it's a great pass. Nice smile. This one a penalty. As the fans were. Lee disguising the ball at Pietu. That is a penalty. How good's this from Ollie Lee?
When you're playing full of confidence, you try anything. Hearts have been accused of playing long ball, but look at that, looks away, it's cheeky.
It's the old Ronaldinho, isn't it?
Yeah, you can do that when you're 2 goals up. Once Ikpeazu gets that first touch, it's always a penalty. Ridgers cleans him out, no complaints. But brilliant from Lee, really was.
Hearts have had 10 penalties this season. They've scored 6. They've missed 4. Sean Clare has a particularly good record from the spot to potentially seal this and seal Hearts' passage to the final. The Jam Tarts are coming back here at the end of May. That is beyond doubt now.
Yeah, Hearts have really hit them hard this second half. Inverness, they're right at it. It shows Mark Ridgers the eyes, Sean Clare, and then drags it at the last moment, leaving them with no chance. A brilliantly converted penalty kick from Sean Clare.
Wasn't fit enough to start. It was a blow for Craig Levein. And he's made a goal-scoring cameo. Sean Clare, Hearts 3, Cali Thistle 0. And Hearts will face Aberdeen or Celtic for the Scottish Cup at the end of next month.
It's just a different atmosphere in this stadium from half-time. Just shows you good performance, goals, changes the mindset of fans. It's a happy set of Hearts fans all around this stadium now.
I was working at the Edinburgh Derby last week. Nathan Austin incidentally on for Charlie Trafford in the midst of all that. I was at the Edinburgh Derby last week, and Hearts fans filtering out behind me in the main stand. The anger was spilling over, and Craig Levein's ears must have been ringing. The big Hearts manager claims it doesn't bother him. He claims it's water off a duck's back. But this result is huge for him, not just for this season, potentially going into next season. Because after that Edinburgh Derby, indeed at other points this season, a percentage of the Hearts support wanted him out. Arnold Zoom is going to be replaced by the Australian Ollie Bazanik. Not a bad time to come on in a semi-final when your team's 3-0 up with 15 to play.
Not a bad time to take Tume off as well. Being yellow carded it's been pretty quiet, Tume. Not been his best, but Hearts as a team have been really good this second half. Had to handle that pressure you're talking about last week, the Edinburgh derby. I think Craig Levine played down the pressure, but he knew that it was all about today and getting the result in this fixture, getting them to the final. Could just turn around Hearts' fortunes this season. Started brilliantly, faded away. Now look as if they're in a final.
GP has used every right to have a go at Stevie McLean there, given he'd done the hard bit.
It's been hard on Inverness as well, though, hasn't it? Did well first half, even when they did go a goal down, had that response where Joe Chalmers hit the crossbar, try to keep his team going, quite rightly so. Just lost poor goals from set pieces and giving away a penalty.
Sean Rooney. You have to say though, I mean, they obviously every club loves a cup run, Billy, but the bottom line is that Inverness have got bigger fish to fry this season, because promotion is of tantamount importance for any club that's in that race, in that second tier. And we see Ross County looking like they're going to come up automatically. And football in the Highlands has taken a real uppercut over the last couple of seasons, with both clubs being relegated from the top flight. And Inverness's focus will immediately turn to Capello in the game against Morton, which is their next one. 4 games to play to try and seal that playoff space. Finish as high up the league as you can, which would mean that you might even just get a second leg at home in that first one in the quarter-final. Promotion is probably their more important focus. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would, but getting here, and you know how steely John Robertson is, he'd have wanted to make a cup final, especially against his own team. But yeah, ultimately he'll know it's been great to get to the semi-final, and if he can get up this year, and he's got a team capable of it. You know, Dundee United and Inverness, they're the ones that are under the pressure to do so. I don't think so much of United, that'd be fairy tale stuff to reach the Premier League, but he has got a capable team of having a big say in the promotion playoffs.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought we're catching Dundee United, but just one behind Ayr. We played the same number of games after last night in Tannadice. Meanwhile, this is Hearts looking for a fourth. Christophe Berra there would love to contest a Scottish Cup final. He wasn't at the club in 2012. He was an unused sub in 2006. 2006, as most people call it. Ibrahim Tal was preferred to him in the starting 11. Clever clip. Nervy, jittery defending from Cali Thistle. That's Bozanic.
Well, he's gone for accuracy more than power. Bozanic. Once it drops to him, it's a lovely little hang up there just beyond Sean Clare. Nice touch. Perhaps he's boarded out it. Delicate, isn't it, onto the roof of the net from Bozanic. It just shows you Hearts, so there must have been a bit of confidence involved as well, because they look a different proposition now since they've scored, and now they want to get that balance is there. They can go direct, but they can also play. And I go back to Ollie Lee's pass, that's what it does to you. They weren't doing that in the last couple of games, so it shows you certainly a bit of confidence as well. It's
Jordan White, who's found his head against Beras. 14 goals this season for Jordan White. Caley Thistle's season aged pretty well. I don't know who the man of the match will be. Billy will be selecting that pretty soon, but the player rater is still available on the website, bbc.co.uk/SportScotland, where you will get all the reaction to this game and all the action to come from particular the championship matches. As he said in the first half, Inverness will have one eye on that, and particularly probably the Dunfermline-Falkirk game. Dunfermline the closest to knocking them out of the playoff position. And that will be on Sports Sound, BBC Radio Scotland to follow this afternoon, their coverage of this game. And then tomorrow, Aberdeen against Celtic for the right to play Hearts, unless there's some kind of miraculous recovery from Caley Thistle today in next month's Scottish Cup final, the second semi, live on Sports Sound across BBC Radio Scotland's frequencies tomorrow afternoon. It's a 2 o'clock kickoff. Back here at the National Stadium. Stan McCauley. Let's look into the bench again, and it's the Northern Irish winger who will come on for White, who had that head knock just a moment ago. It's McCauley, who hails from Derry in Northern Ireland, who will come on for the last 7.5 minutes. Been a very accomplished second half performance from Hearts, with all 3 goals coming after the interval. There would have been a percentage of the Hearts fans coming to Hampden today with a little bit of trepidation.
I think even more so at half-time, Liam, as well, because Inverness get their game plan spot on, probably wanted their forward players more involved in the game, but really broke up Hearts' play. And so it was a big 45 minutes for Craig Levein, but his men and himself, probably his half-time team talk, have answered it, and they've been excellent in this second half.
I suspect as well that, you know, the bar that the Hearts players are trying to get the standard to was set early in the season. They won their first 10 matches across all competition. At one point they were 5 points clear at the top of the Premiership. And Budge presiding over things at Hearts, of course, in the centre of your screen there, took the club back to where they want to be after the financial problems that they had.
I thought she'd be smiling more, knowing the job's done.
Be saving it for the final, who knows? She will be happy. A blistering start to the campaign must have an effect on how the Hearts supporters are judging this team just now, because they know what the side's capable of, whether they've got Naismith in it or not. There's still a chance that Naismith might be back before the end of the season. Initially his season was unofficially ended, his latest injury, but Craig Levein's confident that if they can keep working away in the background, they might get him in for the last couple of league games, potentially in for that final. Walsh will win a corner. Most of the Calais Thistle fans have stayed, but there were plenty left when Sean Clare's penalty hit the net. It's a long way back up the road.
Yeah, dejected. Must have thought the team were right in at half-time.
Chalmers. Nolan's efforts blocked. There's just no way through Inverness today. Had a couple of really important saves in the game, none more so than the one from the Chalmers free kick.
Keep crossing it!
3 minutes to play, 3-0 Hearts. Billy Dodds, who's your pick for man of the match?
Obviously, comes from the Hearts team, especially in the second 45 minutes, but that lad there, first 70 minutes on the pitch, Jake Mulready, ex-Inverness Caledonian winger, was right at it for the first 70 minutes. I mean, Souters played well, Wick Pears has been at it, but I thought he was the top man for Hearts today, so Jake Mulready is my William Hill man of the match. Liam?
He was involved in the last the first couple of goals of the game already. Stephen McLean's taking a sore one, but he's going to have a chance to win a second Scottish Cup winners' medal, having done so with St Johnstone. This will change the complexion of Hearts' closing weeks of the season, because Hearts fans would have looked forward to those league games with dread going into the last few weeks. Had they lost this one, and a Scottish Cup final to look forward to, it just changes everything.
I think it'll free them up, looking at the second half performance, especially once the first goal goes in. Started getting that balance right, where they could go up to Ekpezu, but playing some nice football as well. Getting on the deck, showing some confidence, and getting back to the standards they showed at the start of the season. Injuries definitely hindered the performance at times, and then the confidence dropped, but I think you'll see a better Hearts team in the last few games of the season, plus obviously a cup final to look forward to.
Against Aberdeen or Celtic. Hearts, remember, have won their last 3 Scottish Cup finals. Against Rangers, the sweat against Gretna, victory over Hibernian 7 years ago now. Record as a club to preserve. The Scottish Cup final as well. 1-8, lost 6. There's 1 minute being added on at the end. Hearts looking to apply some more gloss to the scoreline. Ekpezu control, he's going to get onto it now though.
Right.
for McLean. Them past his old teammate and friend John Robertson, and I would imagine the big man will enjoy his evening. It's been a tough few weeks for him professionally. It's been a tough year personally with the health scare as well for Craig Levein. Former Hearts centre-half Craig Levein. John Souttar, you saw just a couple of shots ago, scoring the second. Sean Clare adding the third after Uche Piezu scored just a few minutes into the second half. Hearts were excellent in the second 45. The better team in the first half as well. Inverness could not engage their better players, and that was the biggest issue. Joe Chalmers forcing an excellent save out of Jadnek Lamal, the Hearts goalkeeper, who tipped his free kick onto the woodwork. It's a deserved victory for Hearts, who returned to the Scottish Cup final for the first time since 2012. They've won it 8 times before. They've beaten both Aberdeen and Celtic this season, so they will go into that with some confidence, you would think.